Hello and welcome to my channel, Hannibal Leo Media. My name's Leo. I run the channel. Um, I look at all sorts of media, from TV shows to video games, books and movies, songs, music videos, all that kind of stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah. But this is the body count, so this is where I count bodies, kind of like the kill count, but I do it for things James A. Janice won't do, aka TV shows, because I know he does Stranger Things, but he won't touch a Scream TV show, even though he said he would. But I'm trying to beat him to it. Anyway, this is the Hazbin Hotel one, so we're on season 1 just now. I'm going to be moving on to Hell of a Boss season 1, then I'll be taking a little break from the body counts because they do take a lot of time to do. I have to record like 2 or 3 episodes in advance to then edit them and then schedule them to, like, it's a whole thing. So I'm going to be reacting to any new Hell of a Boss stuff that comes out, any Hazbin stuff. But outside of the Helliverse, I'm going to be reacting and talking about Shane Dawson's movies and putting myself through his movies, and if I can get hold of it, both of his books. But it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be fun though. It's going to be fun. Torture myself for fun, and then I'm going to be like looking at the worst movies and things, and really cheesy horror movies and whatever. So if you have any like movies or anything you want me to look at, like, let me know. Anyway, we are on episode 5, Dad Beat Dad, which is why I have my Duck Season mug, because I was like, oh, maybe I'll have my Alistair mug this video, but no, I felt like this one was appropriate because we finally get to meet Lucifer Morningstar. So, let's get started and talk about my favourite thing.
Cartoon violence! Cartoon violence!
Episode 5 starts with Vaggie waking up alone in bed. Aww. Charlie is currently downstairs in the lobby having a little moment. We'll call it a moment. She's made a whole murder board. The cork board with the strings, the pictures, the post-it notes. I'm pretty sure one of the pictures is of Adam, and I think it just says Dick on it or something. I don't think Charlie wrote that. I think like Vaggie or Angel or something wrote it. It was quite... I'm going to try and pause like the screen there. So Charlie needs to think of something fast, because the next extermination is dangerously close, because they were only given 6 months until the next one. So Vaggie suggests calling Charlie's dad. I love this little moment, so I'm just going to play the clip.
Maybe it's time to ask
Don't say it!
your dad.
It's quite clear Charlie doesn't want Lucifer's help, because her relationship with Lucifer is quite strained. And she looks at it like Lucifer went to a meeting with heaven and just went, yeah, okay, you can start killing sinners every year, la la la. I don't think that's what happened. I think he was kind of coerced into it, but we won't know that until like they reveal it. If they reveal it, they might keep it a mystery for fans to speculate. I hope we get some sort of answer. I don't know, but maybe we'll find out when season 3 or 4 comes out. And I mean, we have up till season 5 now, because season 5 was greenlit. So Husk tells Charlie, you have daddy issues. Well, he asks, he's like, do you have daddy issues? So Charlie just says, no, me and my dad have never been close. Like, she doesn't have daddy issues. That's her excuse. Her and her dad have never been close. But here's something I also found interesting. She puts like Lilith's disappearance and things as her mum and dad splitting. Like, she says when my mum and dad split. But in season 2, even though we're not talking about season 2, but we'll get more into it on that episode when it comes, Lucifer says that he's still married, or at least he thinks he's still married. And I think it kind of shows how Charlie and Lucifer how they both view Lilith's disappearance. I would like Lucifer and Lilith to still be together when Lilith comes back. I ship them so hard, and I would like at least one of my ships to happen. Like, let it set sail, please. I'm begging. So Charlie says that Lucifer only calls her when he wants something or he's bored. Meanwhile, both Angel and Nifty are like, let us meet the King of Hell, especially Nifty, who calls him
The ultimate bad boy!
We cut to the palace, and we're in Lucifer's workroom, where he shows us this new fantastical backflipping rubber duck who now breathes fire.
Hold the applause, please. Okay. Thank you.
But he's actually excited when Charlie calls him this time, and nervous, and he's panicking over what to say, so he answers the phone like this.
Hey, bitch!
So Charlie has to explain to Lucifer again that she's running this redemption hotel, and she would like to get a meeting with him, and she needs his help with it. Also, Vi has like such a nervous face when Charlie mentions heaven over the phone to Lucifer, and I'm like, this is great. This is so. Charlie is like, come see the hotel and see what I'm trying to do with the sinners, and maybe you'll want to help. So Lucifer is really excited because like his daughter wants to see him and take that depression. So Charlie has the lobby all done up for her dad arriving. It's actually kind of a fun moment when Lucifer arrives. I like it because like he interacts with Kiki and Razzle Dazzle, and like I'm on the side of the internet that everyone online who mentions that they would like more interaction with the pets to make it more meaningful. I agree. I would like the pets to be more. Lucifer's clearly trying to be like nice about the place, but he's like fake nice about it. Like that kind of, when like someone shows you something and you don't want to be a dick about it, so you're just like, yeah, that's great. I love that. This is so good. Yay. Yay, you go you. Yeah, that's how Lucifer is. I think I read somewhere that the hotel used to belong to Lucifer, and that's how Charlie got it. If I'm wrong though, let me know in the comments, or like if there's more details, please let me know. I would like to know. So Lucifer, I don't know, he kind of like jumps when he sees the bar, and he's like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that was all about. Like, it's such a strange moment.
Oh, what in the unholy hell is that?
And then Alistair pops up and he's like, I did that. I did a lot of the renovations. Do you like it? Oh. Lucifer's just like, who the fuck is this guy? You're the bellhop. So Alistair introduces himself and he's like, you might recognise me from my radio show. And Lucifer does not, which kind of offends Alistair because let's face it, Alistair has a bit of an ego, and I think it's also because Lucifer just doesn't like sinners, so I don't think he gets involved in the Overlord stuff. I think he's just like, fuck you all, you guys can keep fucking fighting each other, because I don't, you're all garbage. That's why you're in hell. You're garbage. So Charlie just wants to get to know her dad better, which I think is pretty sad. I really do feel for Charlie. Like, I feel for her because she tries to call her mum in the pilot, and then in season 2 she spends most of that trying to call her mum, and then like in this season she's like, I want to get to know my dad better. And it's like, can Charlie please have like decent parental figures, please? I am begging. So of course Alistair has to keep stirring the pot because that's what he's good at. So Alistair's like talking about how proud everyone at the hotel is of Charlie and how she's doing so well, and I think it's just to kind of piss Lucifer off to be like, I'm doing all this work, you're doing fuck all. Which, I mean, if I was in Alistair's shoes, I would also be doing the same thing. Please don't take it the wrong way. I love Lucifer. I think Lucifer's a great character. When I was first introduced to Lucifer, when I first, like, for the very first watch, I was like, I hate Lucifer, he's a dick. But I also kind of liked him because I was like, he's kind of funny, but at the same time, like, you're fucking awful. Like, just be there for your child. Like, I don't want to be a dick. Like, I know Lucifer has depression and things, but it just breaks my heart that Charlie had to go through all this and, like, so don't take it as me being like, oh, you're bad because you have depression. No. I totally get mental health. Trust me. So Charlie introduces her dad to everyone, including Vaggie, her girlfriend, and Lucifer. I love Lucifer's. Oh, you like girls? Me too. Like, yay, family bonding over your LGBT child. I also wonder though, like, could Lucifer tell that Vaggie was like from heaven? Like, I kind of want to know if he could send something, he just didn't say it, or maybe like extras weren't created when Lucifer was in heaven. Right. You know what I'm gonna say at this point, but this song, I put it on repeat every time I think about this song. Give me Hell's Greatest Dad on repeat. Like, after writing this script for this episode, I had to go and put it on repeat for my whole day, and I'm probably going to put it on repeat tomorrow on my way. Well, by the time this comes out, I'll already have my new tattoo. This is the musical battle of Lucifer and Alistair, which is hilarious and catchy. But also, Alistair has 2 musical battles in season 1, which I find really fun and interesting. Like, he is musically fought with Vox and now Lucifer. Also, not counting Alistair's head in this song because it's a fantasy, and I'm going to say this: I love Nun Alistair. If you cosplay Nun Alistair, I love that. I even bought a print at like HorrorCon Scotland of Alistair's a nun, and I would really wish I remember the artist that did it, because I would love to buy more prints because it's beautiful. I also have an Adam one, and it's really cool as well. I can't remember who done both of them. Also, the golden fiddle that Lucifer plays is a really nice touch. If you don't know why, it's because there's a song called "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," And it's about a fiddle player called Johnny who battles the devil himself and wins the golden fiddle from the devil. And then when people on Reddit were like, well, that wouldn't make sense, wouldn't Lucifer not have the golden fiddle since he lost to Johnny? And people were like, actually, no, there's a part 2 to the song. And like the devil wins his fiddle back, and I was like, I didn't know there was a fucking part 2 to that song. So the song is interrupted by Mimsy. This is a part of the show where me and my wife disagree. My wife hates Mimsy. She thinks Mimsy ruined the song. I love Mimsy. I think Mimsy added to the song. I am like, we're on two different sides of the fandom for this, and I think she's hilarious. Like, Fight Me, she reminds me of Betty, like a small Betty Boop, and I think like Betty Boop and a chicken were the inspiration for Mimsy, I think Viv says. I can't remember exactly. Mimsy is also a good friend of Alistair, so much so that Alistair even hugs her. And then Mimsy reveals that she and Alistair ran in the same circles when they were both alive. So Mimsy makes herself right at home at the bar. She even knows Husk, who was feeling good until Mimsy came along, as he points out. Nifty is busy fighting bugs. Angel doesn't know the Radio Demon's backstory, and he didn't know that Alistair even had friends because, you know, he's a bit of a loner. So Mimsy tells the story of the Radio Demon, which we got in the pilot, but I'll do it again because Mimsy, it's kind of been updated a little bit, I suppose. So the Radio Demon appeared in Hell out of nowhere, and he very quickly claimed the ranks as an overlord, faster than anyone in Hell had ever managed to do or seen. So no one took him seriously at first because he was just a guy. And then overlords started going missing, and they were like big name overlords. I also noticed that one of them here looks like a Von Eldritch, but I don't think Hellborn can even become overlords. I don't know, because that's not been explained, because we haven't really gotten Hellborn other than Charlie in Hazbin Hotel. I do think it's just a coincidence. Anyway, the overlords that went missing mysteriously could be heard screaming over a radio broadcast that also popped up out of nowhere, thus giving Alistair the title of the Radio Demon. I counted 10 overlords that Alistair took out and put into the radio broadcast that were like shown around him. Meanwhile, Charlie's showing her dad around the hotel, and Husk is suspicious of Mimsy, but Alistair isn't bothered, so Husk mentions Alistair's disappearance, and Alistair tells Husk not to worry about it. But Husk keeps pushing until Alistair reveals the change that show that Husk is owned by Alistair, although we already know that from last episode in Masquerade when we see Husk's flashback to when he lost his overlord status to Alistair in a game of poker or something. Like, see, at this point, Husk looks like a scared kitten and I hate it so much. Like, it makes me feel so bad. Like, please, no. Not Husk. So we continue with the tour, but Lucifer doesn't really seem to care still. He's like making a joke about the rail and he's like, haha, you could just jump right over this. Although I think that's more of a self-deprecating joke, like, I could jump right over this, you better be careful. Whoa. What? It's like that. Isn't there a TikTok about it where it's like, I might. I don't know. I feel like that's a joke somewhere on TikTok. Probably is. So he doesn't want to help the sinners. He thinks they're the worst. He wants Charlie to see that sinners are awful and that heaven won't accept sinners ever. Like, they won't see that sinners can be redeemed. Even Lucifer doesn't think they can be redeemed. Husk thinks there's an alternative reason for Mimsy's visit, and of course she denies it until the wall Alistair fixed starts getting battering rammed by some loan sharks who are like calling out for Nifty. So Mimsy reveals that she might have borrowed 50k from a loan shark. She might have stolen a loan shark's car, and then she might have ran over the loan shark's girlfriend.
That bitch had it coming.
So this, in Lucifer's eyes, proves his point that sinners are awful, and while everyone panics around them, minus Nifty, who wants to clean and just live in the chaos, Maggie offers to deal with them, but Alistair decides to step up and show everyone why he's here, which gives us 11 dead loan sharks. While Alistair is tearing apart and eating these loan sharks, Lucifer uses this whole thing as further proof that sinners are truly awful, and this is when Charlie snaps, because she sees this whole thing as Alistair's trying to help the hotel. At least he's trying to help, you know, even if it's violent and gory and awful and he's eating these loan sharks, he's still doing something for Charlie, and that's more than Lucifer's kind of doing right now, or has done. So Alistair, once he's done, tells Mimsy to go, and he means it. He doesn't want Mimsy to mess with the hotel, And he's not giving her a reason. She's like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, go. Like, unless you're here for redemption, fuck off." And Mimsy is just like, "Oh, okay. Who needs you? Fuck you." Which is kind of strange because Alice, like from episode 1, where Alistair's like, "I'm not going to take the hotel seriously. Haha, fuck your like advert and all that." I don't know. So Charlie just really wants her dad's help, which gives us another song more than anything, and this song actually breaks my heart. Like, I tear up sometimes, like when it comes on, depending on my mood and depending on how I've been feeling. Whenever you watch the season, when more than anything comes on, or even if it comes on in shuffle, sometimes I'm like, so during the flashback, during more than anything, we get to see young Charlie, and this is one of the most debated scenes I think I've seen, like with season 1 anyway. When Lilith pulls Charlie away, well, Lucifer's showing her some cool magic things with ducks. Of course, it's ducks. Lilith doesn't have a face, and people are debating that as does Charlie like see her mum as horrible? Then, like, is that why Charlie remembers her as faceless? Did Charlie, like, maybe, I don't know, is something maybe blocking Charlie's memory when she's pulling Charlie away? Why is she pulling Charlie away from her dad, who's just showing her things? Also, Lucifer's eyes are different here, and I think it's because like everyone's pointed out that he started wearing eye makeup at some point, and I'm like, okay. I would like to see it as they were trying to be mysterious about Lilith's appearance for now, and that Lilith was just being a good mom and taking Charlie to bed because she snuck out of bed. I just want Lilith to be good. I want her to be a good mother. I don't want her to be this bitch that everyone's like making her out to be. I want her to be good. I want her and Lucifer to be together, and I just want everything to be fine. Everyone's going to be like, "You're fucking delusional, man. Delulu. It's the Salulu." So it is just a very sweet song. And one thing I find interesting, so I think a few people have already pointed this out online, that hell is like a circus. Like, Lucifer's ringmaster, Satan is a strong man. Mammon's the clown. I can't remember what B is. Ozzy's the fire eater. Leviathan is the conjoined twins. Belphegor, I don't know what Belphegor could be. But like, I think that's true because like when Lucifer takes Charlie up and he's flying around with her, it's like a circus big top. So I like, this is like Lucifer's circus and he's the ringmaster of it all, which would make sense in it. Like the Rings of Hell, ringmaster of the Rings of Hell. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I think people with that theory are right. So it's also the start of Charlie and Lucifer's relationship getting better, now that they've kind of, deciding to reconciliate. Lucifer finally agrees that he is going to get Charlie the meeting with heaven, but he can't go because he is banished. That's the whole point of him getting kicked out of hell. He's banished. He can't go back. And we end the episode with Charlie revealing that she's going to take Vaggie with her to heaven. And as we've discussed previously, Vaggie used to be an exorcist, so she's not exactly enthusiastic about going back up there. But I guess we'll have to wait and see till next episode, where we'll finally get to meet Cherry fucking Bomb. I think it's episode 6. It better not be episode 7. See if I've hyped myself up for episode 6 and I'm going to get my Cherry Bomb t-shirt on, one of the 3 of them, and then she doesn't appear when I'm writing that script, I'm going to scream. Oh my god. So that was episode 5, Dad Beat Dad, and our next episode is titled Welcome to Heaven, and I can't wait for this one because it's so much fun. Like, it's one of my favourite episodes next to Cherry Bomb coming. I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact Cherry Bomb comes in actually because I remember what happens now in Welcome to Heaven. Anyway, we're going to get into all that chaos next time. So yeah, if you want to see more from my channel, like and subscribe. Let me know if I've missed anything out. If there's any fun facts about this episode, or it just has been a hotel in general, or the Hellverse. But yeah, if anyone knows like any facts, any fun things, let me know. Or just comment and tell me something. Tell me how your day was. Tell me how your week's going. And yeah, keep an eye out on shorts because I'll be posting some shorts and stuff, like little sneak peeks. I might go live eventually. While I'm editing and stuff, so people can see the process of it, because I edit in a very strange way apparently, according to the people that have seen me edit. Anyway, I hope you're having a good week, a good day, a good night, whatever. take it easy, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next video.